right. How's everyone doing out there tonight? We're just getting set up, getting ready to go for tonight. We are almost ready. I'm just getting this centered and ready to go. Okay. Just getting the object centered here. Let's see where we are here. A little bit more. Should be right about there. That should do it. Last shot here, and then we'll get this ready to go. I'm going to be eating a little bit of a snack, so I'll be having it on mute while we listen to music while I do this at the same time, so we will be doing two things at once. So we will be right back. Just sit back, enjoy, because we're going to be getting IC 1805 tonight for a little bit, and then we're going to move to another object, so let's have some fun tonight. Bring this a little bit closer there. There we go. Okay. I think the problem is when I do like one gain, I don't get anything for detail. You have to really stretch this out. I'm noticing that. But you do get some detail. But there's no noise in the image, which is what you want. Man, oh man, I could probably go... Oh boy. Stars look great. I could probably go 10 minutes on this one. Let's do 10 minutes and see what it looks like. 10 minutes at 400. We'll see what that does. That should give me some detail. But that actually does look really good, though. I mean, I got to admit, that is pretty darn good. Okay. Oh, so it's got to go up. There we go. Alright, so we're going to do a 10-minute image on the camera on the bottom right. So what I'm going to do is we are going to put IC 1805 Heart Nebula. There we go. Alright, the next thing we're going to do so you don't want to do that one, no. There, that's what I want. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to put, because we're going to image the heck out of this thing, so what I want to do is I want to save these, because we got that one there. Move this one over. We got 10, 11, and 12. 10 moved a little bit, so I don't really want 10, so we can delete 10. So we'll save 11 and 12, and now we have 13 now too. So we have 3 at 6 minutes at 1 gain. I want to see what it looks like. So we'll do IC 1805H alpha. So this way we'll save it. So we're going to save the 3 images here. Alright. Okie dokie. $830, yes. Okay. And now what I want to do is I want to create, because apparently we can't have enough windows, we got to have more. Because why not, right? Okay. Because we need more windows, right? There we go. Okay. There we go. So now we have the stacked image coming up here. So we have 3 of them stacked, one on top of the other. You gotta really get it just right. There we go. Yeah, I definitely need to put some gain into it, though. Stars look great, but there's just no detail. So we're gonna flip this here. Alright, so here's what we'll do. We'll add some gain to it. We'll go to 5. We'll see what that does. Okay, so now we have that. And this is going to add to it, which is nice. And you're going to get some big time detail, which is going to be beautiful. Okay, so now we've got about 4 minutes left on this one here. And then we'll use this as 5 gain, because apparently using it as 1 gain, you just can't get enough information. And I'll show everybody the difference. And watching Deep Sky Stacker live, that will change everything. I want to get as much detail and information as I possibly can for this. There we go. Whoa, that's way too bright. I can't believe I can't get anything on the Canon camera. Huh. Even at a 10-minute exposure. The stars look great at 10 minutes, too. And I can't get nothing. Then again, that's a JPEG form. Let me... I got an idea. Let me stop it. Let me see what I could do here. Hang on. Let me go to settings. I got an idea. Let's do it this way. Let's just save it as just raw. Apply and save. Let's try that. Let's do a 10-minute exposure in that, because then what it will do is we will save this as a raw file. So we should be in good shape with that then. Yeah, let's try that. Alright, so the next image is done. This is for the big one. And this is at 5 for the gain. And you could just tell right away. I mean, instantly. You could tell that this is already so much better. Alright, that's just insanity. That's a 6-minute image. The detail that you get in just this right here is just unfreaking real. Now let's see what we'll do is now we'll save it. And let's watch this image pop. There. Saved. Here we go. Now it's going to stack this next image. So let's see what it does. Oh. Wow. Yeah, already. I already have to hit the histogram already. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Wow. That's insane. One image. And that just blew this out the door. The first 3 we took, so now we know not to take it with 1 gain. Simple as that. So 1 gain, not good. And that image is only going to get better and better and better as we keep going along. And what's good is that guiding has been really good. I haven't had any problems at all. We're going 6-minute exposures. So I'm very, very impressed with that. So let's go back. And what we'll do is we'll zoom in here. Yeah, the stars look great. Zoom out just a little bit, just enough so you can see the middle section here. Move it right there. Those 3 stars, that is the middle of the heart. So what we can do is we can boost this here. Alright. Then we'll take this and we'll get some detail into it. Move this out. Move this in. Whoa, way too much. Go out this way here. And then... there we go. There we go. So that is the middle of the heart. Right here. As long as we keep getting images one by one by one, the more we take, the better. And I could add some from a previous session too, but we'll leave it at that. And what I like about doing this, which is really cool, is that you could do this when the moon is full. So the moon could be completely full, and this will not... It won't hinder this image at all. We'll get the same image whether it's the full moon or not. Which is phenomenal. Now let me check. Let me double check something here. Alright, so the next one is done. And what's so cool is that if you look really, really carefully, I mean, look at these stars. I mean, this is insane. Look at how pinpoint these stars are. That's a 6-minute image. And these stars are absolutely dead on. That star right there. That's a 6-minute image. And then what's really cool is if I scroll in here, you can just barely see the fishy nebula. The fishy's right here. Look at that fishy. And then, of course, the heart, the central core, you could just barely see nebulosity right in here. And that's without taking the histogram at all. So this is a phenomenal image. It's probably one of the best images I've taken of the heart to date. Yeah, by far, hands down. And now what we'll do is we'll save this next one. So we'll go to save, yes, and save. Now we'll be able to watch the Deep Sky Stacker stack the next one. Oh, that is so cool. There we go, it's going to stack the 5th one. Here we go. Oh my god, that is just amazing. And this is the central core right there. It's just amazing. Because we might as well get as much of the heart as possible, just because of the fact that it's up, it's nice, it's beautiful. The more you get, the better it's going to be. And we might as well take a 6-minute exposure. This is the longest we've taken in Hydrogen Alpha up to this point, is 6 minutes. With the stars being absolutely pinpoint, which is great. So I'll show you the stars again in the middle here. That's the stars in the middle. And and I could go 1,500 times. That's 1,500 times magnification on one star. And that's the star you get. That's one of the stars in the middle. And that is as perfect as you can get it. That is pretty darn amazing. Well, the Canon camera should be done, and what I did was I got rid of the JPEG, so we should be in good shape, as it should only be RAW. Now see, it's still showing the green one. Why? Why is it doing that? Yeah, 9:45. Hopefully you don't go to bed at 9:45 tonight. Let me check something. Let me check the... Because the backyard OS should show the hydrogen emission image, and it's not. Let me check and see. I'm going to pull it up now on Nebulosity, so don't be alarmed. That's weird. I don't see anything. And this is the CR2 file. That's a 10-minute image. What if I extract the red? What is it gonna do? Let's see. Hang on. Okay. Now that's a little bit better. Now you can see a little bit more detail. Okay, there it is. Can everyone see that? It's there. You can see it. Okay. Okie dokie. So that's the Canon image there. So it is there. It's just hard to see. Use your imagination, people. So if you see the mouse there, okay? The fishy nebula is right here. Right there. That's the fishy nebula right there. And then if you take the mouse and you go all the way around, and then it comes around this here, and then comes around this to the middle, and then around this way, and back to the fishy nebula again. So that is with the red taken out. So it is working, so it is there. It's just different. Okay. But it's just that the preview file, for some odd reason, shows it in red, or in green, I mean. You get puzzled sometimes, but it's always excellent. It is. I get puzzled a lot, because it's so many programs running at once, because right now we're running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're running 9 programs at the same time. So I can get confused very easily. Very, very easily. Happens quite frequently. What I'm going to do is we'll zoom in. I want to see what it does with the star here. There you go. Go like that. There we go. How you like that star? Haha! And then what we'll do is we'll save this image because the next one is done. Alright, so it's saving. So now watch what it's going to do to the background. Right where the star is on Deep Sky Stacker. There. See how it moved just a slight bit, and now the background's going to change. Which means it's going to get a little bit smoother. So, super awesome. Look at these little tiny stars, too. Little baby stars next to this, too. That's so awesome. So we have taken 36 minutes of the heart so far. Yeah, 9 programs. That's insane. But you have to, because we have the program for the filter wheel, the program for the guider, program for all sky plate solver. We got a program for one camera, program for another camera. We got a program for Deep Sky Stacker, the astronomy program, and then we have the other camera, which is the wide field. That's a tongue twister. That's a lot. We got a lot. And so we've taken quite a few of these so far, so we're doing really, really good here. Next image is done, so we'll zoom in here. That's awesome. That is so cool. And some of the inner structure here too. If you look at the inner structure right in this area right here, this is starting to really come out in this area. And what I'll do is I'll be able to get that. Yeah, I can multitask. I'm doing really darn good at multitasking, getting 3 or 4 different programs all going at the same time. I'm actually in the midst of trying to find the next object too, because I don't want to just do just one single object. We're going on to the next one. I'm just looking to see what we can get here. I'd like to keep it with the hydrogen alpha because if we get anything else, or we could do star clusters. We could do star clusters. Star clusters are always fun. They're not as brilliant to look at, but we can find something here. Let's see. California Nebula is just too early right now. Right now, California Nebula sits at about 8.5 degrees above the horizon, so can't get that one, unfortunately. It's too soon. There was a galaxy that I wanted to get. I'm going to find it here. Give me a second. And it should be bright enough, even with the full moon being out. Shouldn't have any problems with it. Let me just pull it up here and see. Oh, we should be okay. As far as from where we're imaging. We're at 26 degrees above the horizon for this one. I'd say about another half an hour, maybe 20 minutes, and we should be able to get this one. It's going to be NGC 891. And NGC 891 is actually a pretty cool one. We've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've taken 42 minutes of exposures so far. And we're about to go 48 minutes here. So just a shade under an hour of the Heart Nebula, which is great. And then we're gonna move to NGC 891. This is gonna be an edge-on galaxy, so this will be a pretty cool one. I just gotta find it. NGC 891, where are you? There's 884. This one sits right below Almach. And there's... should be to the right of Mirfak. 891. Alright, I gotta put it in here. NGC 891. Go. There it is. Oh, so it sits next to M34. Okay. That's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, it's about 27 degrees above the horizon. So we're almost there. So close. So we can actually get NGC 891 and then go right to M34. We'll get both of those together. And then we also have NGC 1023. That's another good one. But 891 is a big one. It's a 10th magnitude galaxy, so that's pretty big. 1023 is an 8.6. That's another good one. Okay. So the next one is done. Batch save, yes. That is so cool. Absolutely amazing. Alright, so we're going to move to the next object. So we got what we wanted on the heart. We got about an hour's worth, which we'll be stacking and doing a whole bunch of stuff with that. Super sweet, super awesome. What we're going to do next is go to NGC 891. We're going to stop the image there. We took 8 of them. Yep, we got the heart. We'll show you what it looks like here. 6-minute image, absolutely perfect, pristine stars. No guiding problems, no guiding issues at all. Focus was perfect. I mean, you couldn't go anything better than this. This was absolutely perfect. We got 1 hour's worth. So, absolutely perfect. And even guiding was, because I fixed the guider with the focus. So, even that was perfect. So, I'm very happy with that. So, now we're going to move objects. We're going to go down to NGC 891. So this is actually one of Amol's favorites, because he likes the edge-on galaxies. I know that there was the one stream he mentioned that we should get some edge-ons, so we're going to do it. Whoops. Too far, too far, too far, too far. There we go. Right on top of it. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to flip the filter because we're on hydrogen alpha. We're going to flip it to luminance just to see where we are and see if there's any stars. I don't think there is. I think we're still right below the roof line, I think. Sure looks like it to me. I think it's too early to get NGC 891. Okay. Too early for that. Alright. It's not too early to get, let me see. Any ideas, people? Because we gotta wait just a tiny bit, which kind of sucks. Let me see here. We're just going to take a quick exposure just to see where we are here. Yeah. That's the roof right there. We've already got Uranus, though. I know you just are just dying to see it again. It's not even up yet. You still gotta wait a while for it, I think. Oh no, it's up. It's just low in the horizon. It's 6 degrees above the horizon right now. We can get an... Oh, see, I don't know. This one's gonna be too tiny. Maybe some open clusters, Chris says. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see if we can find something here. It's an open cluster while we wait for NGC 891. Let's take a look and see. $34 is just a little bit below it, so we gotta wait for 34. You know, we could try this one. Let's try this. Let's try this. I don't even know if it's going to be on here or not. I doubt it. Oh, it is. That's crazy. What? What? That's nuts. So the constellation that we have in view is we have Cassiopeia, we have Andromeda, anything in the east we can get. But I didn't think we could get this one, but that's crazy. Okay. This is an open cluster. Let's try it. Why not? Let's give it a shot. Let's go back to where we were, but just a little bit east of it. That's dead on. So this one's called Stock 2. Yeah. Crazy. Stock 2. If we didn't know what Stock 1 wasn't, now we got a Stock 2. We just got to get this in focus here. The stars are out of focus. Captain, we need more power. Oh, I'm way out of focus here. Hit the power button. There we go. Now we're in focus. Focus. Enhance. 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 And I think that's Stock 2 right there. Sure looks like it here. Oh yeah, that's definitely Stock 2. It's an open cluster, but it's a gigantic cluster. Stock 2, that's the name of it. I've never heard of it. It's an open cluster in Cassiopeia. Its apparent size is 60 arc minutes. Its distance is 300 parsecs or 990 light years away. It does not rise, which means it's circumpolar. Its diameter is 17 light years. That's just crazy. It's called Stock 2. And we'll see what it looks like in the Canon camera here. We'll take a short exposure. We'll take a 40-second exposure at 1600. We'll start the guider back up here. If any good stars here. Oh yeah, some great stars. Oh, some good guide stars. Alright, so then what we'll do is we'll get rid of this here. Okay. That's it. Just called Stock 2. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. But that's exactly what it is. Oh, there's an asteroid going right through it. Ah! You see the asteroid? Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. That's an asteroid. That is so cool. There's an asteroid. Ooh, shiny red ball. It's moving across the screen. That is so cool. No, naturally, it's not going to show up on my Sky Safari because it's such a very, very, very small object. But maybe I can do the solar system. Let me try here. Asteroids, yes. Done. Yeah, I don't see it on my view, but that is so cool. Is everyone watching it go across the screen? It's gonna be, if you have the, it's gonna be right here, right below that star. Watch it move. Okay, now it's gonna be above here. So get close to your screen. I'm guessing you gotta have 1080p on to really see it. That's hard to see. Here. I'll zoom in. Whoop, too far. There it is right there. So zooming in, you could definitely see it. How do I know it's an asteroid? I know it's an asteroid only because it's so tiny and it moves at such a slow pace. If it's a shooting star, you'll see a long streak, very bright, and then go dim. If it was an airplane, it'd be very bright and go all the way through and be super fast all the way through. And if it's a comet, it'll be like a big circular fuzzy with a tail. So by it being, you know, a very line like that, and it's spaced out too, so you can see this thing spaced out going all the way across the view, so you know that's what it is, which is so cool. And how this thing just moved right across. So this is it right here. This little line. That's so cool. I just love asteroids like that. It's so neat. But yeah, but this is Stock 2. Nothing really spectacular about Stock 2, just an open cluster. Alright, so let me check back on the messages here. I get distracted. Message from my cousin was listening. That's what she said, huh? I found some target for you in Cassiopeia. NGC 654, 663, and 103. Oh, yes. Oh, we could do that. Let's see here. Let's take a look, because we're not too far from Cassiopeia here. We're just right off the edge here. Alright, so let's see. 654. There's 654 right there. Alright, let's go to 654. Alright, so we'll stop the guider. And it's a hop, skip, and a jump. Oh, too far. Okay. Be right on top of NGC 654. Let's take a look and see what we got. No, I couldn't find what asteroid it was. It didn't even tell me. It's a very faint one. But I will continue to keep looking at it because I know the exact time and when it happened. So I'll be able to find it. So here we go. So viewer's request, NGC 654. And we should actually have a satellite actually go right by this too. A very, very, very faint satellite going right through 663. I don't see it. Oh, maybe I don't see it. There should be one right around that area. No, not all of them. Oh, it's a 17th magnitude. Yeah, that's that little satellite. I'm not going to be able to see that. Okay. It was a satellite that went through. Found NGC 185 with the dwarf galaxy might be a challenge. It probably would be. So there's two clusters that are in this area right here. So you have the big one, which is NGC 663. That's this one right here. Oh, it's up at the top here. Let me zoom in here and then go up to there. So this one here, this is NGC 663. And then this little tiny one, this is the one that Chris was talking about, is NGC 659, which is this little tiny one right here. That's NGC 659. And you're actually talking about 654. Did I go to the wrong one? Oh, 654 is actually above this. So actually, hang on, let me go down. Hang on. Yeah, 654 is above it. Alright, so we're gonna go down here. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, I think we're going in the wrong direction here. Hang on, time out, time out, time out, time out, time out. Oh, no, 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 cancel. Alright, we're just moving it down here because 654 is actually towards the top. So I'm just moving it down here. Alright, give me a second here. Alright, there we go. We gotta keep it going just a little bit more. Let's start there. So yeah, actually, yeah, that's right. That should be right in view. That star right there that you see here, this one right here, this one is a bright, bright red star. And then NGC 654 should be the bright star there. And you got these two here. Should be right at the top here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna bring it down just a little bit more. Okay. That's that there. That goes to that. Then you got those stars there. Yeah, it should be in this view. I can't see it. Hang on, let me do a 12-second exposure here. And then we should be able to see it right away here. Hang on. It's a nice cluster, you're right. It's to the right of it. It should be like right in here, but I don't see. It's a very small cluster. It's this right here. This is the NGC 654. This thing right here. It doesn't really give you much, really. That's your cluster. Okay, then. What I'll do is we'll put the guider back on. All right. NGC 654. There you go. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a 14-second exposure, and it's going to have 3 star clusters in one shot. 654, 659, and 663, all in one shot. There you have it. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm a dummy. Okay. Rewind that back. This down here, this one here, is 654. That one is 654. Okay? 100% guaranteed, certified NGC 654. The one in the middle is 663. That's this gigantic one right here. This is 663. Okay. And then the one on the left is 659, which is this little tiny baby one right there. And then you have the 3 big stars, which is 44 Cassiopeia. Then you have HD 10332. And then HD 10474, that's these stars. Here, I'll show you, zoom in here. That's these 3 stars right here. Okay? That makes more sense. Okay. Makes sense. So that's my bad. So those are the 3 clusters in one shot. Cool. So the other object, let me just pull it up here from what Chris was talking about, what the challenge was, because I like challenges. Challenges are always fun. Let's see, what was the other one? NGC 185, that's the one you were talking about. Let's take a look and see. Where is 185? There's 189. Where the heck is it? Alright, we gotta search for it. What was it? NGC 185? How far is it from where we are? Oh, that's above Andromeda. But does that mean we're officially done with Cassiopeia? We could try, well, before we do 185, we're really close to 103, so we can look at 103 real quick here. Yeah, we'll look at 103. Hang on. Alright, now we're right on top of M103. Alright, so this is going to be M103. We're taking images right now as we speak, so watch it switch over in a second here. This is a 14-second exposure again in luminance. There we go. And that's, and Rubach is actually right into this view, but this is M103 right here. And then what we'll do, since M103 is such a good object, and it looks pretty darn sweet too. Take a little bit of longer exposure too in a second here, but that's M103. That's pretty cool. And this is M103 in the Canon camera too. Right, we're a little bit out of focus for that camera. Hang on. 2, 3, 4. We'll try that and see. There's a lot of focus. See what that does. See what it does for the focus, because I went 4 in. It didn't do anything. Try that, see what that does. Hopefully that'll get it. So if you're just joining me, we are getting M103 right now. We're doing viewer choice, so we're just getting images as we go along here. Gotten quite a few images of objects in Cassiopeia right now. Trying to get the Canon camera in focus here, because it's like way out of focus. Well, we can get M103 in color with this camera, because we're only taking very short exposures, but this is it here in luminance at 1:14. So it's pretty darn bright. So let's do it this way. Let's do it in color. Why not? We got a little bit of time. Let's flip it. Wicked, wicked, flip it! sure we're in focus here. Right there, that should do it. That is in focus. Perfect. So what we will do, we'll take 5 2-minute exposures. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, Chris, I could see the M103 on your Instagram. And I just liked it. Ah! Ha. That looks a little bit better. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Perfect. So then what I'll do is we could take 120-second exposure at 800 ISO. Go. Let's have 40 seconds. Alright, so the first one is done. This is in red. And we're going to take 5 of them. We're taking a 2-minute exposure in the Canon. Guiding is really good too. This is an odd star pattern. Look at that. What do you think about that? It's kind of weird. I'm trying to look for it. I don't know where the heck it is. Would it be above? And to the left. Huh. 'Cause it looks like it's like 4 stars in a row. Yeah, it's a straight line. That is crazy. I don't know. It's weird. Hmm. There's those 3 stars there. I think it might be that 1 star cluster. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's very possible that that might be a star cluster. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. It's too cold outside. The 4 stars are known as the Trumpler. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, because I just saw TR1, and I was wondering what that star cluster was. It's TR1. It's an 8th magnitude cluster, and its distance is 8.1 thousand light years away. Oh, excuse me, and its diameter is 7 light years across. That little tiny thing, although it just looks so freaking sweet. The 4 stars like that, it is just so badass. Those 4 little stars right there, it looks like a spaceship. Looks so cool. Trumpler 1. It's 8,053 light years from our solar system. E.T. is watching. Ha! Alright, so we should be just about done with the last one in red, and then we're going to flip it to green. This does look pretty cool, though. If you look at this one here. In the wonderful Canon. Hello there, Troy. And hello there, Astro-Imaging. Welcome to the both of you. Welcome to Viewer's Choice, where you throw out a whole bunch of objects and we're going to try to image them. Because why not? It's a clear night outside. And it's perfect. And where's this Trumpler on this one? I think it's this one right here. Ah, there it is. Yeah. This looks like a freaking blob. Let me just see here. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now we're going to flip this to the green channel. Perfect, right there. Alright, now we're going to do the green channel. One night of imaging in August. That is horrendous. I am sorry to hear that. There you go. You got new gear. That's exactly why. Everybody blame Astro-Imager. Haha. Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, I can only imagine how I'm well, you know, getting a new mount has got to be the coolest thing in the world. You know? And hello there, more Jello. Well, this is the green channel. Green channel's looking pretty good. Definitely happy with that. So that's the green. This is the red. So you can see the green is a lot lighter. Alright, so we've taken two green so far. No, I'm not. I should actually be doing that while we're waiting. So let's do that as we speak. It's a good thing we should do that. The only thing is I haven't saved any of these. Oh man, that's gonna take a while to save these too. Shoot. We have to save like 55 images, which is gonna take time. Here's what I can do. Oh man, it's gonna save all of them. Shoot. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, so now we saved them all. But the image is going to look like junk. We got 1, 2. That one's bad, so we'll close that one out. Okay. Guider went haywire. Okay, so we got 2 of them so far. So we'll take 3. Can I rename this? I don't think you can. No, you can't rename it. Oh, properties. Hey, maybe you can. Okay. Let's try that and see. Can you save it as red? Well, you can't. Huh. I'm just renaming them here real quick. Hang on. Just so it's easier for me to... We're just gonna copy and paste it. Paste. Perfect. There we go. So now they're labeled. So now I got my reds, my greens. So that's perfect. Okay, so you got one more green, and then we're gonna flip it to blue. There we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 greens. Kimmy, it has been awesome, as always. And I definitely appreciate it. Three, 4. That should be 5. Alright, so that's 5. Now we're going to flip it to the blue channel. Perfect, right there. And now the blue is in focus. Perfect. There we go. And now we're going to save the blue ones. Alright, so I got the Canon camera as focused as I can possibly get it. That should be good. And we got our first blue image up. Oh, that's so much better. Oh my god. Alright, so this is the previous image right here, okay? This is it in the Canon camera, so I'm going to have you look at that. Alright, that's before. This is after. So much better. Apparently it came out of focus. Now you can actually see the 4 or 5 stars together. Look at that. That's so cool. So far we've taken 2 in blue. We've got 3 more to go. And then that'll be it for that. And then we can move to the next object. And then this way we'll have this in color. What I can do is, while we're waiting, I can actually do what Mo wanted me to do, is get this stacked while we're taking images as we speak. So let's do that. Let's see here. I'm doing this as we speak. So we're taking images and we're stacking. So we're having a process party and an actual image night. We're doing 2 at the same time. Because why not? May lag the system just a little bit, but we're having fun. That is pretty cool in itself. For the Canon camera, that is really neat. And we got one more in blue. And then we're going to switch objects. Where are we going next? I think we're going to try to get NGC 891 because now it should be high enough in the sky. We should be in good shape. Let's take a look and see. Alright, there we go. Alright, so last one in blue. Focus is absolutely perfect. Alright, so the Canon camera is done. And now the blue should be done in just about less than a minute. And then what we'll do is we'll stop the guider, flip the filter, and we'll move to the next object. Alright. Batch save. Save these as blue. Okay. M103 red. Save. Yes. Alright, so we're going to stop the guider. We're going to move objects. We're tri-tasking right now. If that makes any sense. We are tri-tasking, everyone. Now we're moving objects. Moving. Perfect. Alright. Now we're right on top of NGC 891, which is, this is a... Well, first we gotta change the filter. Damn it. This is an Edge-on Galaxy. So we're gonna go to red. Changing the filter. Now we gotta get this here. Third degree tasking. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trying to get this in focus here. should be good right there, I think. Put the guider back on. Right there should do it. That should be in focus. So we got it right there. Right there. Perfect. All right. I just want to see if we're in the right view. So we're going to take a 20-second exposure just to see if it's in view. I'm pretty sure we got it right in view, but let's take a look just to make sure. Taking a 20-second exposure. While we're waiting, open up the files here. Clear the list. No. Okay, bye. That's good. We're gonna take the greens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 greens. Yes. Yes. Go. Oh yeah, it's right in view. Freaking sweet. Freaking awesome. Right in view. That's what I'm talking about. It's right there. Freaking sweet. All right. Now we're taking our wonderful image now. That's what I'm talking about. It's like magic. We have hit the piano segment of this string. You cannot go wrong with the piano. G8, oops. Almost like piano. Ugh. Oh, come on. You know you like the piano. So you can see this edge on Galaxy just barely, which is nice. That's a 20-second image. Once we take the 3-minute image, you're gonna really see it a little bit better, so that's gonna be awesome. So again, this is an Edge-On Galaxy. It's NGC 891. You know, we gotta have a little bit for everybody, you know? We gotta have the electronic music, the dance music, the country music. You know, we gotta have some sort of nice old piano. This is easy, smooth. Some people are like, F this. A little bit about, so what we're going to do is we're going to lower the music just a tiny bit. I know I'm almost going to get me pissed, but lower it down just a little bit, just so this way I can do a little bit of story time for NGC 891. Welcome, Sammy. You just missed a great segment of jazz. You can do your jazz hands, too. That's always nice, huh? Well, there is the Edge-On Galaxy right there. That should be perfect right there. Let's take a look and see what we got here. This is a 3-minute image. In red, nonetheless. That is pretty darn good in red. I gotta admit, that's pretty good. There you go. That's pretty sweet. We'll be getting this in red, green, and blue, so that's going to be epic. So a little bit of story. So we got NGC 891 is a fine edge-on spiral galaxy located in the constellation Andromeda. A masterpiece that Messier missed, NGC 891 is also Caldwell 23, Patrick Moore's list. NGC 891 was discovered by William Herschel on October 6, 1784, and cataloged as HV19. However, in the appendix to his first catalog, he confused it with HV18, which is also M110, when discussing the discoveries of his sister Caroline Herschel, which we've actually gotten Caroline's Rose. Remember that. This remark was picked up for Admiral Smith and later authors so that its discovery was wrongly attributed to Caroline Herschel for a very long time. Virtually, NGC 891 is visible in small telescopes as a faint 10th magnitude elongated summer smear of light. In larger apertures, it is a fine 13.5 by 12.8 arc minutes, needle suspended in rich star field, with a dust lane visible along its equator. Dreyer describes it as moderately faint, large, elongated 10 by 2 arc minutes north-northeast, south-southwest, with a moderate brightening to a slightly bulged core. At 125 times, there are bright patches visible along major axis on each side of the core, separated by a very, very faint, indistinct dark lane needing averted vision. There is a 13th magnitude star at the south-southwest tip. It's interesting. The southeast field is moderately populated with faint stars near the touching the halo. NGC 891 is about 30 million light years away. It is a member of a small group of galaxies, sometimes called NGC 1023 group. This is a lot of NGCs, get ready. Which also contains NGCs 925, 949, 959, 1003, 1023, and 1058, as well as the UGCs 925, 949, 959, 1003, 1023, and 1058. Whew. That's a lot. There was a supernova that was supernova 1986J was discovered at NGC 891 on August 21st, 1986, and reached a magnitude 14. In 1999, the Hubble Space Telescope imaged NGC 891 in infrared. For these images, astronomers suspected that this galaxy might have a bar and thus be a Hubble type SBB, which is not seen with visible image because of its edge-on orientation. There you have it. It's interesting. You can just barely see it in the Canon. At a 2-minute exposure, you can just barely see it. That's really cool. We'll take a longer exposure here. And we'll take a 8-minute exposure here. so now the red channel is done. So then we're gonna do NGC 891 red. Okay, so that's done. Save. Multitasking again. And now we're going to flip the channel to green. Should be right there. Let's see if that settles it down. That should be right there. The one star doesn't look all that great. 1, 2, let me see. Right there. That's perfect right there. Okay. And we're doing the green. And by the way, we're still working on the colored one. Almost done with M103. I'm working in the background with this. As right now I did red, I did green, and now I'm doing blue. So just give me 1 minute here, and we will show you the blue ones. I just gotta look for it. What the hell did I do with the blue? Oh. Right here. I was like, what did I do with all the blue ones? Yeah, right here. Okay, there's 5 blue. Hello there, Mr. Shadow Soldier. Alright, so now we're going to do the blue, and then we will flip it to... We'll flip it to Photoshop, and we'll be able to see that. This is actually pretty cool with the Canon camera. I took an 8-minute image here. And you can really see it. I'll zoom in here, but you can actually see the line I don't know why for the wide field it's blue. I want to change that and see if I can. Oh, it is Dylan from work. It is Mr. Dylan has arrived. He is a coworker of mine. I did not know that he is Mr. Shadow Soldier. Welcome to Elliot Astro-Imaging, where we are getting objects. We're getting wide field, we're getting ones from my Canon camera, ones from my CCD camera. We're working on a colored image right now in the background. Should be done in about 2 minutes, and we'll be able to flip it over to Photoshop, and we should be able to align some images. But you can see we are getting NGC 891, which is an edge-on galaxy. And if you look at the Canon camera, the Canon 1000D, you can just barely see the line. And if you pull it up here on my wonderful, right here, I'll zoom it in here on my Meade camera, which is right there. You're gonna see it. Just gonna use the curves. Whoa, too much. That's white. There we go. So now you can start to see it. It's an edge-on galaxy. Well, he is off tomorrow. No, wait, no, he's not off tomorrow. He's working with me tomorrow. He's off Tuesday, but we're all working tomorrow. And we're gonna have lots of fun. So there you go. There's your edge-on galaxy right here, and you can see there's a slight little line right through it, which is really cool. M103 blue. So as I said, I'm multitasking. I'm doing two things at once here. We are getting one object while we're still processing another object. So what we're going to do is we are going to flip this over to Photoshop right now. Whoops, what did I just do? Oh yeah, whoops, my bad. Hang on, not flipping it yet. Not flipping it yet. We still gotta open it up. There's a dog barking. Oh snap. Oh snap. Alright, let's see. Photoshop is now opened. We are gonna go to Photoshop. Welcome to the scene of Photoshop. Open. Oh, I will enjoy, Dylan. I will enjoy. We're going to be up for a little bit longer because it's clear and we're going all out. Dylan, if you want to see the colored image here, I can show you because we did it in red, green, and blue for M103. Here we go. So this is the first one's coming up. That's the blue channel of M103. This is the green one. And this is the red one. So now we're gonna create a new image. Okay, so we created a new image. Alright. We're gonna go to the red channel. Okay. So here we go. So now we're going to make this a colored image. This is like magic. It's so crazy how this works. So now we're gonna take this, whoops, and then we're gonna move it over. Okay. Alright, so there we go. So there is the red channel. Now we're gonna go to green. Okay. Now we're gonna move this into the green channel. Okay. Put these two on top of each other. Okay. Zoom it in. Get them aligned just right. I think that's perfect right there. You can see how red this star is going to be. This star right there is going to be super red. Alright, and now we're going to go to the blue channel. Copy. And move over. Okay. Now we're just moving this over so that way it can get it right on top of each other. Okay. There we go. Now we just gotta zoom it in so that way I can get the blue just dead on. Perfect, right there. Alright, so now what I'll do is we're gonna crop this. So we're gonna go to RGB. Okay, go to layers. Create a new layer. Okay, deselect. That way we can get the star cluster in it too. Crop it, so that way it's going to be nice. And now what we'll do is we'll create this as a solid background of color to get rid of the green. Because technically there's no green in space. So we're going to get rid of green completely, so this way now it's going to be a dark solid color. And then we're going to use Gradient Exterminator to actually create this as a black image. There we go. And that would be the color of space. And you can see the color of all the stars. You got your orange stars, you got your white stars, you got your deep red stars, which is over here. Because then what we can do is then we could take the levels and bring it down. So that way it's nice and even without cropping it. You can see that when we zoom out of this, yeah, it actually turned out really well. That actually turned out extremely well. It's a nice cluster. Chris, you were right. You know, Astro Live channel, you were totally right, and you could even see at the far corner here, those are your 4 stars that look like that's the Trumpler 1. It's over on the right hand side. And that's pre-post processing, really. I mean, we still got a long way to go with that, but I think that turned out really well for color. And so it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. What I'll do is take the curves, because I think there's too much red in the in the image. There we go. There. It's too red. That's more like it. That's what I want. That's perfect right there. We can do some space noise reduction. So what it's doing now is it's getting rid of all that noise in the background to make it a nice flat image. Okay. If we couldn't increase the star color anymore, we're gonna do it again. Because why not? Because it's super awesome. And by the way, we're still taking images. We got one more left in blue, and we're done with that one. We're gonna probably do one more object, and then we'll call it a night. Just don't know what object we're gonna do yet at this point. Oh yeah, that is really cool. We definitely nailed this big time. That is so cool. That is awesome. Definitely love it. Takes a little bit of time, but I mean, it's cool in the end. So that is your M103 in color. Oh yeah, the hands down. I mean, the colored filters, this is a monochrome camera, so you gotta remember, you're going from a Canon camera that's probably a couple $100, and then when you modify it, you're probably talking $350, to a CCD camera that's about $2,000. That's monochrome, which is going to be even more sensitive than a DSLR. So naturally, you're going to get a better image, no doubt. Not to say that I can't process the hell out of it, but you're still going to get a better image. There's just no doubt. Alright, so that's green. So we're going to save this, batch save. Green. Green. So save. So we did our 4 images in green, and now we're going to do blue. And then we'll be done with NGC 891. How awesome. Okay, so now we'll focus the blue channel. Okay. So now we're going to flip this back to here. So what we're doing right now is we're getting this in focus for the blue channel. I've had to say that the blue channel is by far the hardest one to focus out of all of them. It's such a pain in the ass to try to get this in focus for the blue channel. That should do it right there. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's much better. All right. And we'll go. We'll get the blue one. So we got the blue channel. And we're still taking images, which is cool with the Canon camera. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, Chris, the Canon camera is definitely a great, very, 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 very good. What we can do is we can go and do... Here's what I'll do. Let's just see what we got. Because, why not? You know, let's take a look. Let's go to... Let's see here. Just want to see what we're going to get here. Should have labeled these. That would have been logical. Alright. Perfect. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up Deep Sky Stacker live. And we're going to see what we got with just 3 images. Let's see here. Pull up that. Pull up that. See what we get. Okay. Alright, so now it's stacking the images as we speak right now. I have no idea what we're going to get with this. Well, it's in red because it's the hydrogen alpha, but pretty cool. Not bad. Pretty cool. And you could see that it was only 3 images taken, so of 8 minutes apiece. Imagine if I would take 5, 6, 7, or even 8 of them. And that's with the Canon camera, by the way. In a full moon. So that's not bad. Yeah, I mean, this being a DSLR and not being fully processed, I mean, I could zoom all the way out and you could see it. I mean, it's really not that bad. Almost looks like it's like a wound, like a big scratch. It's pretty sweet. And we're going to add another one to the Canon. There we go. So here we go. Another one that's going to be added, so you're going to see the picture change. There we go. Stacking. We've already taken 3 blue already. Alright, so now we've got all 4 of them in blue, so we're going to save that. E-L-U-E. It's saved. And we'll flip this to luminance, and then we will call it a night. Because with the galaxy, I want to make sure I get this in luminance. There, that should do it. That's in focus. Perfect. So then we'll get this in luminance. And we will call it a night in about 15 minutes. Alright, next one is done. Another 8-minute image is done for the Canon camera. Now we'll be able to watch it. There's a little deep sky stacker live. We will see it move. Perfect. About 13 seconds and we'll have the first image done in luminance. That is really cool. That's really neat in luminance. That really shows off the galaxy. Nice. That's right. I always love it. Second one is done. This looks to be like a little galaxy near a star. Hang on, let's take a look. Hang on. Let me see. Just want to see where we're at here. Yeah, it looks like there's looks like there's, yeah, if I were to take this here and to adjust the curves on this, there should be like a little galaxy just off of this here. Yeah, there should be a galaxy right here. There's those. Yep, there's that right there. Because then if you follow this all the way down to the bottom here. Yep. Right here. Now the stars are going to look a little oblong only because it's pulled to the edge here. But if I were to take this curves, you'll be able to see some galaxies here. Right there. There's now what this is, there's two galaxies, two big ones. There's PGC and there's also UGC. So the big one is UGC 1841. That's this big one right here. And then you have another one down here. This one is UGC 1832. That's this one right here. Then there's an even smaller one. Like, look at this little tiny one right there. This is the tiniest one. That is a 17th magnitude. It's PGC 2211100. It's this little dinky one right there. That's crazy. Guiding's starting to fall apart a little bit here. But we did it. We got everything we needed. We got a little colored image, which is always so nice. And that's it. As much as I want to keep going, fortunately, we have to call it a night. But it's so cool. Now, looking at this, we should be somewhat clear around 11 o'clock tomorrow night, so we'll be back out here tomorrow night. We're going to get a couple more obscure objects. And some fun ones, too, on top of that, which is so nice. And we might even just process this one, too, tomorrow. So, got a lot to do. Got a lot to do. So, I'm going to let a couple songs play. And I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a wonderful night. Have a happy Monday. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you, guys. Bye.